Hey everybody, how's it going? I hope you're all doing well. It's Word here with another video, and today we're going to be helping the Legend League with Fireball Rocketloons once again. This is the army that I've been running. I absolutely love it. This is the equipment that I use. You can watch all my other videos if you're looking for, some more help after watching this video. But yeah, I'd recommend watching YouTube is the best way to learn. You get to see bases that you're going to find and how they're approached by other players using the same army. And it's just kind of fun to see different armies as well in action. So you might be a Root Rider player and just watching me just for fun. And that's what I do too. I still watch Root videos, Dragon videos, just to see different armies in the game. Super Bowlers I enjoy watching. But yeah, this is the army I'm going to be running today, and we've got ourselves a couple defenses, so that's really nice. Hopefully I can pick up a better defense in these final three. Yesterday, of course, yesterday we had that -18 because of that unfortunate disconnect. We talked about that in the video yesterday. That sucked because that would have been a nice 320 and a +9, but unfortunately it was a -18, so that's all right. That happens, and yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into the hits. All right, so first hit of the day, and to be honest, today I didn't really warm up much because we have World Championships, and so I've been kind of just practicing for that. So I've been doing a lot of hard mode practice, and not an excuse by any means because I'm still very confident going into all these attacks, but it just is what it is. That is the reality is that I didn't practice very much. So I'm gonna be trying to snipe out this bomb tower right here. Not a lot of air targeting buildings. Maybe I shouldn't have went so aggressive with another balloon right there. But I think 2 invis right there will land the fireball very simply right there. That's very clean, very nice fireball. And my warden's going to be walking right here. I didn't find any flame flinger on this base because the ground expos all around the base. But this is one that I sometimes could go in with a log launcher. I think that's what I do. But I also like to approach behind the fire spitter, so we'll see. My warden's kind of cooking over this side. I see the cookie over here, but there's also the firecracker. But yeah, I gotta think about this one. I think I might actually come in with my Sui with the warden on this one. Actually, I'll just let my warden go. He's gonna cook through all this, and maybe one wall break right here for the cookies will be nice when I inevitably pick them up. But I think I'm probably gonna start in right here. There's the siege barracks, the skeleton spell on the entry, king queen. I was thinking about trying to get the skeleton spell to distract the crusher mortar, but I feel like it'd be too hard and it would just end up missing. So might as well use it where I know I could distract on that ricochet cannon right there, get some good value from it. And 1 wall break is all I'm going to need right there for my heroes. If I was comfortable using 1 right there for the cookies. There they are. So ice golem just froze right there. I'm just hoping they help take down the monolith, and it does appear like they will, which is very nice. The enemy firecracker is going to be coming out shortly, which is not amazing, but it's fine. Probably an ice block my king right here because he's tanking, and I want his ability to go a little further into the base. There's an invis because I do want to keep my warden alive right here. I'm a little unsure what's quite going to happen because of where my warden is placed right here. I don't really like it, but we'll see because I do need to get. I forgot the druids here for the queen. Can't be forgetting that. Now I'm going to come with the Royal Champion. I might have lost my warden. Okay, I didn't quite. That's nice. That would have been really bad if I lost my warden, had placed my Royal Champion already. The Town Hall could have been in trouble right here because look at that. Yeah, I figured my heroes weren't going to get much further into the base. And, I was fine with that because my Royal Champion was coming in behind. But, yeah, my warden had died. Everybody would have been in trouble. But we didn't. And we'll pick up the nice triple right here. Very, very good 3-star. Nice and clean. Swag couple spells. And yeah, just really love the Royal Champion's use in this army. And let's just get in the next one. So as I mentioned, in about 1.5 hours, World Championships are going to be starting. And I'm going to go for a fireball on this fire spitter, by the way. There is nice flame flinger value up here, but it's hard to hit when I'm also fireballing from there. But yeah, we got World Championships in about an hour and a half. So, we're really excited. We finished 3rd in ladder. And beat Navi in the qualifiers, so we're pretty pumped. We've beaten some pretty good teams this month, and I think we can really do some really good work. So we're kind of trying to stay locked for today, very locked. We're trying to stay. So we've been working hard, and yeah, hopefully it can pay off right here. Forgot to go and do another disturb, so I just set that real quick. But yeah, we're walking in. Skeleton spell is just trying to keep my warden from having to burn too many spells, and it does look like that's not too bad right here. I will probably need a rage to get into the enemy queen, so the skeleton spell was nice to kind of save me a couple spells. But I think a rage is all I'm going to need. Yeah, I don't need a headhunter right here. He 2-shots her. He's walking a little further left than I kind of was expecting, but if I take down this bomb tower, I can set up the invis still where I'd like on that Tesla, air defense, and archer tower. And yeah, once I take on the scatter shot here, it'll be a triple invis. So not too bad, but I'll probably be hitting a builder hut, which, I don't know if that gets me the... Okay, I'm just going to invis right here. because I can still hit that. We fireball the core right there. Okay, very, very nice. The Warden, yeah, it does go down. I was going to say, I don't think I can get an invis on him in time or anything, but here's a Royal Ghost, so we'll pick that up because that's always nice to scoop up with your Sui, as I mentioned. So we've got the Hook Tower right here. If I can get my King pulled in by that, that'd be awesome. But probably there's a bunch of other things first that will get targeted. My Queen's looking really nice right here, but she's getting all those buildings, just can't quite get in deeper, so I'm going to hope for, you know, my King ability to go off and open these walls. If my King gets pulled right here, we'll be in big business. Okay, not quite, but that's okay. King ability still is great. Very well used right there. And now that my heroes are kind of all getting that compartment on their own, I'm going to send in the World Champion to the top side right there, because she's going to do some really good work. The Queen's still rolling right there. I'm going to pick up these cookies with Rocketloons also, just allowing them to scoop that up. Okay, what are we doing right here? It looks like I'm actually going to go with my Druids on the World Champion. They stay out of range of the Ricochet Cannon, and my Queen's got the healers right here, so she's more than fine. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do right there. And she's going to continue walking. She's still got the Druids on her. I never really have done this with the Druids on her, but I'm actually seeing it's not a terrible play on bases like this where, you know, it's kind of just more useful since my Queen has the healers. But yeah, we landed the Fireball, which is always the most important thing. We did lose our Warden, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to do right there because he was in so much damage. Got a little further than I was expecting. That, you know, to set up an invis or something to keep my Warden alive, I think would have been a little too difficult. And just went for the easy play, saving the spells. Didn't want to waste anything. And yeah, we'll get a 3-star right here. Still very clean and very easy. And let's get in the next one. Keep it rolling. Alright, here we go into the next one. Hook tower is over here. I noticed that, but there's also some really nice value over here. I think this is a hook tower that you can expose with your king, right? So I gotta think about that a little more. Sometimes I don't. But yeah, I don't need to be very worried about that one. And I think I like this approach right here. Okay, actually, I was thinking about going in. Oh, this looks like an instant fireball to me. Can I get a headhunter down yet? There we go. It's under invis. So what I was looking at was Warden charging the bomb tower and then invis on the Wizard Tower, Expo, Wizard Tower air defense, and just an easy fireball on the multi, because that gets 4 good defenses plus the spell tower. But then I noticed the clan castle is right here, and the clan castle is good value. You know, it's not my be-all end-all rule, but it is good value, so of course I'll take that. But yeah, we're gonna keep walking right here. Warden should kind of clear this section. And yeah, I know these these multi-archer towers are 1 HP. People call them mats, just short form multi-archer tower. I've never really gotten into that, but yeah, is what people call it. This is one where I'd obviously like to Sui this corner by the monolith, but I also want to get my right king into that hook tower, so I think I've got an idea though. So I think the better Sui is just over here. Gonna make sure my Warden's still safe. Hopefully those ghosts don't pull him, and it actually doesn't look like it, which is nice. Gotta get a wall break. I forgot to do that, and that I will definitely not, you know, get my king inside the base if I don't get a wall break right there. But following the bomb tower should keep him in for good right here. And his ability's gonna go off soon. But my plan is going to be, if I can land a fire or the skeleton spell right there, that should distract the hook tower long enough. I'm gonna rage my Warden right here, as he's gonna get into a little bit more damage. There's the king ability right there. Druids are going to try and go in for the queen. Sometimes they stop onto this the super minions, which I don't like, but we'll see. I'm going to invis my Warden right here so he doesn't go down, because he's got a lot of damage on him right there. And he can 1v1 the gear tower, so I'm not really worried about that. Phoenix gets pulled in. I tried to ice block it, and I missed right there, so good attempt, but did not quite work. I'm going to pop the World Champion almost entirely for the hook tower, because I would have gone for the Town Hall in this base, but I see it's already being taken down by the Queen right there, so I didn't really need the help. And yeah, we got a nice 3-star right here. I mean, we just got to take down these firecrackers, but they're no problem. So very, very clean triple. Dissected this base really nicely with the use of the hook tower. With the skeleton spell, I was trying to get my king onto it, but that Sui just went crazy. Like, it took out all of this section, kind of. You can't see where I'm pointing, but you know, this whole compartment and this whole compartment versus just, you know, the hook tower. So much better value. And yeah, let's keep it going. All right, and we get into the next one with a double rage base on Brothers from Zeus Group. And looking at this one, the army camps I see up top here being an open spot. I really do like to just charge away from them. They'll be gone soon enough, but yeah, that is my favorite way to, you know, avoid them. But Gotta decide where to fireball, because these fire spitters are also up here. Like, obviously that multi would be crazy, but I'm not gonna be able to get enough invis in there. I'm thinking I'm just gonna start my warden up here, first of all. But I'm looking at the crusher mortar to be really good value. Or, like, the crusher mortar would be crazy, but I would need to see how I could set that up. I'm just looking for... Okay, good, no Tesla. I could invis the rage tower, multi-arc tower, builder hut. I could invis the... Well, if I take down this wizard tower, I could be certain then. Just that there's nothing, but... Okay, after this building goes down, let me think. Especially from this angle. Okay, I think I'm gonna hit it right here. After this expo goes down, there should be a triple invis. One more shot. Okay, there it is. I can go like this with the quakes right there. Beautiful fireball. Do I get the scatter? I do. Wow. So I missed the multi, unfortunately, with my quakes. But, yeah, that was a little tough to get, and I got it. So I'm pretty happy with that fireball. I've got some great value right there. And, yeah, I'm fine with my warden, I think, going through these heroes because these are the ranged heroes. Like, the king can do a lot of damage and is the easiest to fight. But, these ranged ones can be tougher. But I think just a rage will get me through this, no problem. So, yeah, look at that. We're going to be more than fine right here. And I can't quite get a... skeleton spell or anything right here, so just an ice golem's gonna come in and do the dirty work right there. I don't like going into the spitter at all, but I guess that it is what it is. Can't really help that. I feel like I just don't want my healers to get targeted, so my warden hopefully can hold the fire spitter for a while right there. But I'm actually gonna go with an invis, which might have been a bad play because I hope that doesn't retarget onto my warden or my healers. Sorry, the fire spitter. Even though we look good right there. Okay, warden's still working, and I'm going to send my world champion, as I've done in some of these attacks, in for the core. And on this one, it's going to be that fire spitter. I just don't want it to be taking down my healers. So I'm going to freeze it right there, because I thought she was targeting the, what's it called, multi-inferno in the core. But, yeah, literally the entire purpose of that world champion was just to get down that fire spitter, and she's also going to get down a little bit extra value right there. But, yeah, she's done plenty on this attack, so we're looking very good. King ability now to open up the rest of the base. And I've still got my druids that I want to try and sneak in, but I don't think they're going to the queen. Okay, it actually does look like they did. That's awesome. So I got a rage right here, which I might as well use for the queen since she's taking down the rest of the base. The warden's going to be more than fine up there. And, yeah, we're going to get the nice 3-star right here. Never going to complain about a nice 3-star. Overkilled the base. And, yeah, let's go into the next one after this. Beautiful attack. All right, and the next one against, dinosaurs from Saturn. This guy is in my clan. I actually didn't reset in Saturn today, so, I was able to hit some of these guys. So here he is. Got to make sure I get this 3-star. But I said this attack is beautiful, for a couple reasons. I think it's beautiful to watch, but it's also just a very nice, like, it's a clean attack. When you do it right, it feels good. And, yeah, I'm looking at this one. I want to charge where the event camps are, which does suck, but... I think in that case, the Royal Ghosts I've heard are the best because they just die instantly. So that's not a problem. I maybe should have put my healers, I waited till they die, but yeah, I've heard they die really quickly, and there's a Giga Bomb right here, so they should die really quick. Yeah, look at that. So they're already gone. So they're the best to charge is what I've heard, and yeah, it turns out to be the truth. I want to try and pull this poison tower if I can. That's the purpose of these balloons. Nice, it does. Okay, that's awesome. Because I'll probably have to rage my warden right here fighting the enemy queen. Haven't fully decided yet what I want to fireball, but I want to get into this core. That's for sure. Okay, warden's going to stay alive through this. I think that was a little too late, maybe, because I could funnel my warden right. Oh, no, it didn't take down the elixir collector. Interesting. Okay, where's my warden go? Because he's going to go really far to the left right here, which sucks. Because I wanted him to get this fire spitter, and he's just nowhere near it right now. Okay, he should turn to the right now. Let's see. Yeah, okay, good. Now he engages the enemy queen. I'll rage up. And he should win this 1v1 with the rage spell. Yep. Okay, really nice. My warden... Yeah, where do you go? Right here. He dives into the multi-inferno. I'm just going to fireball it because that should take down the clan castle troops. Nice. Now I don't have to deal with them. So not the best fireball value I could have done, but definitely will take it. Wait for this ice golem to pop, and then invis. Okay, it didn't happen, unfortunately. But I'm going to try and pull the ice golem outside the base right there. Invis right here. I just want to make sure this town hall can die because I need these skeletons to distract the monolith, but I don't want the town hall to shoot the skeletons. So I think we're good right there. Because yeah, the what's it called right there? The monolith or the town hall was going to shoot my skeletons and distract them all, but I didn't want to keep burning spells. So See if I can pull once again this poison tower. Nice, actually pulls on a booger. That's awesome. So how am I looking? I think my warden will be fine. It'll just be an Expo and Multi Inferno. He should be good without much support right here. So I'm going to take a look at my heroes, but I'll keep a slight eye on him. Of course, you always got to. But there's the king right there, so I'll pop 2 headhunters. He is getting into the scatter, or sorry, the spitter as well as the Expo, so he is in a lot of damage. I'm actually going to rage right here because it looks like I'm fighting the minion prince. Oh my goodness, we get pulled by the minion prince all the way. That's unfortunate right there, but pop the queen ability to keep her alive with the druids. And yeah, I'm going to get my world champion, I think, just to clean up this backside, and we've got ourselves a nice triple. So yeah, it looks like we cleaned up this base just textbook on this one. I'm going to use the fox a little bit. I don't often do that, but I think I can get down all this air defense and everything and then get just a better shield right there. Don't waste it on any of those low HP defenses. Only hit the big ones right there. But yeah, very clean 3-star right there. And yeah, we'll wrap it up right here and get into another one. And it's been a very good day so far. Swagging 3 spells. And let's keep it going. All right, into the next one. Xeos, CR Xeos from Creative Injury. I don't know how to say that, but he's got 3 event camps inside the base, which is interesting. I want to hit this Rage Tower compartment. I feel like that scatter shot is just some incredible value. So yeah, we'll see what we can do right here. I'm thinking where these Expos are placed, I can still get a flinger off. I need to pull out this World Champion though, so this is how I do it. I usually go in like this, take down the mortars. Okay, I don't know why that one didn't fall. It almost always does. I have 2 baby dragons, so I'm always okay with using 1 right here, but making sure I just get that. And yeah, there we go. I'm going to check for any skeleton traps. I'm going to start my warden right here. I usually would go with the skeleton spell right here, but I don't think I can because of the town hall being so close. I think it would shoot them, and then the gear tower won't be distracted. So I don't have to rage, but since it's not a 1v1 with the Expo also here, I got to be careful. I might need an invis, so I got to pay attention. I got it selected ready. Looks like we'll be fine. 3 shots, it's dead. That rage tower wasn't very well placed. I mean, I got my healers at least, which is the most important part, but yeah, I don't like where that was set up. I'm actually going to go for the invis right here. Okay, we hit the multi-archer tower, which is not very good right there. We did not get the rage tower, which was the most important target. So we're going to be going into the spitter and into lots of damage right here. That's not the play, not at all what I wanted. And, you know, you see right here, I had 2 slag invis since I used one already on my warden. I should have just burned another one right there to be certain of my fireball. And there was no need to kind of, you know, hang on to that one. But looks like my flinger might have pulled the royal ghost, which pulled the clan castle. But I'll poison it right here because I see a furnace in there. And yeah, I see ice golems and stuff. So it might go towards my flinger, but I've already got my value at this point. I'm going to rage up my warden as he keeps working. And I think my world champion will clear that bottom side. So I'm going to get my heroes in right here. My warden's still doing some good work indeed. I do want to keep him up though. That would be very nice. So I don't know though with these raged up scatters. It's going to be really close. I'm going to do that right there. Let him now do his thing. The warden is still alive, but just barely right here. Ice golems are on him, which are never good. But yeah, we'll see right here. I think my royal champion should get some really good value from 3 o'clock. And it might be a tough finish into the back end of this base, but we'll see what we can do right here. I'm going to get in the druids now. Maybe I could have saved them for my royal champion, but yeah, royal champion's going to come in right there, as I mentioned. I'm going to get a nice skeleton spell right here onto the monolith. And my king is still going. The druids are actually getting crushed by that. Yeah, they already went down, so not very good value from them. But king ability goes crazy right here, actually activating the P.E.K.K.A.s, but also just doing some great damage into that core. Going to get these minions down, and we still got the queen ability, so we smashed this base even though we had a awful fireball. And that's the flinger setup that always worked. You get the multi-archer eco down and just set up a really good funnel. And yeah, we swagged the queen ability, swagged some spells and some troops, and yeah, very crushed base in the end of this. And let's move on to the last 2 here. All right, we load into Sandy Amick Bike from 47 Release. Wow, that's a mouthful. And this has some interesting fireball value as well. I'm going to charge, I think, from this empty army camp side. I'm thinking. But we'll see. We'll see. Because I think, yeah, I'm going to charge from this side. I know the army camps are here, but as I mentioned in the last one, these royal ghosts are terrible. They just die right away. So I'm going to let them die even before I put down the healers just to be sure. But they're not even pulling my warden. I'm not sure why exactly, but they're not. So, I mean, I'm not complaining. But, yeah, they should go down soon. The firecrackers are more of the, you know, the ones that the warden can just charge right here. So that's why I let him go in for the firecracker. He can deal with them pretty easily in a 1v1. I tried to pull my healers off to the side, but this firecracker is lining up on them. Okay, good. They didn't even die right there. But I'm not sure how deep I should go. I gotta think about this. I think the Rage Tower is plenty of value on this base. So that's just what I'm going to go for right here. I wanted to get deep into the Clan Castle, but to be honest, there's just so many defenses right there that's a very good fireball. I think I could have set up a flinger at this 9 o'clock side onto the back of that fire spitter, but I was paying a little more attention to the warden right there on the setup, which I'm okay with. You know, giving up a little flinger value. Obviously, I like it when it's there, but to give it up to make sure my warden gets a nice fireball, I'm always okay with. But yeah, on this one, I think I might go with my Sui into the Rage Tower because it'd be behind the spitter, and I really don't like this monolith section. It's looking a little scary, to be honest with you. So I'm going to get a baby dragon already right here. A baby dragon, I think, right here. And I might be going with the siege barracks, like, right behind my heroes. I never do this, but I think I can set up the funnel right there. So what's the point of not using them then with the army, right? Start with the skeleton skull right here. I just call him King, Queen, siege barracks, and a Valk. So I got a very heavy Sui right here. Just got to keep an eye on my warden because he is in charge of the town hall on this one. I'm planning to use my World Champion into the mono right here because I couldn't get a nice skeleton spell on it, so I didn't want to go at it with anything else. But yeah, my King's going to go to ability. He's not going to get a little deeper, but that's an amazing spiky ball. And the Quake Boots opened up enough for the core right here, so very happy with that. There's the World Champion, as I mentioned, to kind of dive into that core a little deeper. Going to try and pick up these cookies right here. We get the monolith down, which is kind of going to be the toughest thing for my Queen to go in and reach. So Druids are on the Queen, and we're looking amazing on this one. The Super Minions are doing really good work right there. My Royal Champion, yeah, is absolutely crushing it. The cookies one-shot wall, so they don't need a wall breaker, but I forgot about that and threw it down anyway. But yeah, we got a Queen ability still. We still got some invis. My Royal Champion's got a cycle. There it is. And yeah, this base is just actually absolutely collapsed right there. Probably going to freeze up the Queen in Town Hall since they're just on top of each other and make it a little easier to get it down. But there's 3 Rocketloons just to finish off this attack really quickly. But huge swag. I mean, it's a double rage base, which you should be able to crush with Warden Charge. So we played this very safe. And yeah, let's get in the last one. My favorite hit of the day always. Alright, so as I just mentioned, it's my favorite attack of the day, the final hit. Time to clutch up, get this 320. And yeah, nobody really cares unless you get that 320, so let's get it. The Builder Hut would be a nice fireball in this base, but it is kind of a tough invis to leave it out, so we'll see right here what I decide to do. I think I can charge this whole compartment, though. So I'm just going to look for a flinger, and I don't really like those ranges to try and get the scatter. So I think I'm just going to stick to the Warden Charge right here. This one's going to be a heavier Warden Charge and Fireball heavy base. I'm going to try and Warden Charge all this Gear Tower Expo section. And then, yeah, my Fireball should get the core, and that'll be kind of the base. So, a lot of my Wardens, so I gotta make sure I pay attention to that. I want a Skeleton spell, though, for the Gear Tower. Maybe we should have done it on the Rico and Gear Tower right there, but it looks like I don't need any spells right here. I didn't want to waste any spells in this entry, is what I was saying. So, yeah, the Warden's doing really well. He's going to stay alive, and I can solo the Gear Tower, but, you know, this one might be Gear Tower and Expo, which is why I wanted to use a Skeleton spell. Those are very nice Rocketloons right there. And yeah, Skeleton spell will come down right here because my Warden's going to be close to the Gear Tower. Not sure exactly when he'll engage it. And I just want to make sure I'm safe right here. If I start hitting a hero, I hope I do that after a Gear Tower. It doesn't look like I will, but that would have been nice to, yeah, okay, that is nice actually. We take the Gear Tower down and then engage the Royal Champion. The Gear Tower's not quite down yet, but we do know we solo it, as I said, so we should be good right here. Okay, nice, we are. Warden's going to continue walking, and honestly, I'll be on the Wizard Tower. Let me take down this mortar. Okay, there's actually a bunch of Tesla right here. That's no good. But let's see what happens, because I want to set up this fireball. There's some good invis. Go to the core. Okay, nice. We don't maybe get the whole core. We miss one multi-inferno, and to be honest, a multi-inferno is not that scary, so I'm fine. Why is my Warden still walking? Can I get these ranged appealers, please? Hurry, hurry. Okay, nice. My Warden ran way deeper than I thought, based on where I had that invis. I don't like seeing the firecrackers right here onto my healers, but I'm kind of just hoping they don't take them down. Looks like they 100% will, so that's nice. Not at all, by the way, if you're wondering. But yeah, King and Queen. Honestly, the thing is, though, like, sometimes I lose my Warden. I know I might keep my healers alive, though, but I still triple these bases, so yeah, let's lock in right here. Gonna get some nice value from those Rocketloons and then setting up this baby dragon. So we're gonna get my Sui into the Clan Castle because that's always important right there. Gonna get a nice Headhunter into this Minion Prince, and I probably will ice block my King right here just to make sure I can tank this Minion Prince and hopefully go into the mono. So I think my Royal Champion, the play is going to be, you know, into this section right here. And I think what I'm gonna do is wait up because I want to use my I want to use the world champion ability right here, but I don't want to pick up these cookies too early and let them tank and die. So I'm picking up the cookies just about as my world champion is close to the area. I know obviously she's not right there, but so that hopefully they can share the damage a bit right there, and my world champion doesn't die to the crusher, but neither do the cookies right away. So I think we're looking really nice on this one, though. We still have a queen ability. There's no more air damage in that area at the bottom right there, so these balloons should go crazy. And yeah, even after losing my warden, because of some really weird invis spells, I probably should have just ice blocked to be safe, but you know I didn't. I mean, that's why I have it in the army, so I will ice block in the future. But very nice 320, and I really appreciate you guys watching and supporting the channel. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.